Another Rock Sports Network presentation.
And a very good evening to you inside Wegmans Ice Arena on the campus of SUNY Brockport. Yes, come on inside. It is very warm in here, unlike the Arctic air outside. Good one around the corner here as the 4-8-2 Portside Royals take on the 5-5-1 Fairport Red Raiders. We're glad you could join us here in the Rock Sports Network High School Hockey Game of the Week. Marty Sakala with you alongside my goalie, Danny Kumarowski. Danny, we got a fun one. Let's start off here by talking about Portside. You know, they had a slow start, but they've improved a lot lately. Last 4 games, they've gone 2-1-1. Break it down for us. What's been working lately?
Yeah, Portside has really found their identity late in this. Not really late, but halfway through the season here. They got six games left, obviously, and they've turned into a physical team. You really see it in their gameplay, and when they're physical, they could generate more scoring chances. And I feel like that's the biggest part of where they're at as a team. Just scoring, and when they have more goals than they could give up, obviously they're going to come out with the win. So.
And you could say the same thing as well on the other side for the Red Raiders. They started off the year 0-3-1. They've been 5-2 since then. What have you seen from the numbers wise that's improved on their end?
They've definitely stepped it up from where they were, just like Portside. Power play is phenomenal on their end, so obviously if you're Portside, you don't want to give up short-handed. So that's definitely something to watch out for.
Let's break down the players to watch for this one. Pair of players each on 5-game point streaks to get things rolling here. Wyatt Pence and Andrew Lambert at the moment.
Wyatt Pence coming off of a goal against Webster Thomas. 12 goals, 6 assists, 18 points on the season. Very good. And then you got Lamberton coming off of 5-game point streak, obviously. And then goal against Thomas as well. And he has 4 goals, 11 assists, and 15 points.
On the Fairport side, 2 key players. First one on the back line, Mark Hillier. 3 of his last 4 games, he has put up points, 9 on the season, tied for 16th in points amongst defenders in Section 5. And up front, Corey Renee, points in all games this season so far, an 11-game point streak, 13 points on the year. Last time out in the 5-1 victory against Brighton Honeyway Falls Lima, he had a goal in that one, but also put up 2 the game before against Greece in the 7-6 victory. Got a good one around the corner. Portside and Fairport, the high school hockey game of the week. It's next on RSN.
Good evening and welcome to Wegmans Ice Arena for tonight's game featuring the visiting Fairport Red Raiders and your Portside Royals. This is starting lineup for the visiting Fairport Red Raiders. At forward, number 8, Colin Schuthel. At forward, number 19, Greg Austin. At forward, number 23, Corey Renee. On defense, number 6, Mark Hillier. On defense, number 10, Jake Renee. And in goal for the Red Raiders, number 30, Blake Nelson.
And we are set to go here in the high school hockey game of the week on Rock Sports Network. Fairport and Portside, a battle of the port all around. One on the west side of Rochester, the other one on the east side. Marty Sakala, Danny Kumarowski with you. Starting lineups here for both sides, starting with Fairport. They've got Mark Hillier on defense, number 6. Colin Schufeld, a forward, number 8. Jake Renee, a defender, number 10. The rest of the forwards, Grant Ralston, number 19. And Corey Renee, number 23, with Blake Nelson starting in net for Fairport. For Portside, Kyle LaForest on defense, number 4. Cole Laffin, a forward, number 6. Wyatt Pence, number 9, also a forward. Tyler Archibald on defense, number 14. Zach Haynes up front, number 16. And in net, Nico Sinemi. Portside in white and Fairport in red. Away we go here at Wegmans Ice Arena. And Portside takes the early draw here. A quick touch by Pence. Defeated to Laffin to gain the line. Dumps it on as the numbers come up. Jake Renee to take it away for right now. Played instead by Laffin. Haynes tried to the centering feed for the high slot, but whiffed on the pass look there. Kept inside. A whiffed look from Archibald. A high slot shot, meanwhile, for Laffin, and was stopped by Nelson. Fairport now tries to play the transition game with Ralston, trying to kick things back out. Tries to get some help. Feeds this one around to Jake Renee. Tries for a pass. It's blocked off the stick of Haynes. Tries to find a way to clear it. That he does for now and goes for the first shift change. That goes off the twig of Corey Renee. Could set up a chance possibly for Jake Renee once again. Tried to feed that one around. Nobody home. Banked off the boards here by Kyle LaForce. It's taken away by Archibald. Spinning. Finds Wyatt Pence. Look to get to Trevor Hunt. And it's intercepted at center by Corey Renee. Deeks around one. Thought about coming in on net. Wraps it around. Tries for the feed pass. Doesn't go for the backdoor look. Meanwhile to Jake Renee. And play is stopped. The first period brought to you by Ralph Honda. At Ralph, car buying has changed, and so has Ralph Honda. See the new 2026 models, new technology, and a new way of buying. The new Honda is fuel-efficient, spacious, and sporty, with something for every Honda lover. Stop and meet with one of their automotive specialists to customize your new Honda at Ralph Honda, Westridge Road, and online at ralphhonda.com. The Royals get the puck drop on the face-off. A shot from the point, meanwhile, by Goshewski, and a save from Sinemi. Actually, that shot, I believe, was actually taken by Andriato. Hunt in that battle trying to get that puck back. Looked for Sam Schultz. Also tried to kick it back out at the same time. Goshewski was able to clear that one away. Race is on. Luke LaForce gets a touch on it. Try to get it back to Hunt. And the puck goes around the boards here for an icing. Kumo, let's get your keys to victory. What do we have on each side?
So for Portside, we got win all 50-50 battles and keep up the physicality, have what they've been already doing. And then don't give up penalties, because this team is very good on the power play. And then for Fairport, take advantage of the power plays you get. And then shoot the puck, because Nico, he's coming off of a rough game, so it's going to be interesting.
All right, Tsunami just got a save right there
nice
at the
save.
slot. Fairport able to get the rebound, and Terra completely crosses the blue line. We're forced to reset. Luke LaForce gets control of it. And once again, just slithers around the boards. No icing, though, called here. And so Jake Renee forced to play as he just about blows a tire. Battle at the half wall. Who's able to take this one away? No clear winner here, and now they do. Could be a look from Haynes. Makes his way around one. Lets one fly. And a good save there from Nelson. The battle for the rebound was taken by Portside for Moan. Another shot attempt just goes way wide there, and Lucas Beeman, meanwhile, just got lit up by a Red Raider. Almost could have been considered possibly an elbowing penalty, but play resumes here. Pence trying the wraparound play. Covered, though, with the low
that's
slot.
A huge save.
What a look from Laffin.
Save.
And Nelson, looking like the Hurricanes goalie.
Both goalies making some phenomenal saves very early on in the game.
Take another look here at home. Pence, man, tried to get Laffin to go back door. Driving there, man, oh man. Great stop from Nelson early. First-year goalie here on the varsity level. Another look here, and stopped again by Nelson. A 4-2 start for the freshman. One of the best freshman goalies early here in Section 5, Kumo.
Yeah, he's coming He's got 6 games and 917 save percentage. Very impressive for a freshman.
We'll talk about Tsunami here in just a moment, but first possibly a look from Ralston. Tried to come in on and had someone open as well right in front of Tsunami. Ralston takes it back here. He has another chance on a breakaway. He scores. Ralston's got his 7th of the year. Red Raiders strike first, 1-0.
The lane was very open.
Get a look here. So it was just off that rebound as well by Schufeld too, and just fed it on over to Ralston.
Not great defensive play there. Would have liked to have some help there for Nico, but that's the way it goes.
So with 13:35 in the period, and Ralston puts it up, lights the lamp first here. He went 1-1-2 in the match at Fairport's barn earlier on in the season. And that 3-3 tie to kick off the year. Fairport trying to take this one away. They do with Jake Renee. Slithering, tries for the centering feed, looking for Ralston again, trying to look for back-to-back goals, but just wide. Roszewski tipped off the stick of Ralston. Another look here up front. And we saw Kyle LaForce try and get that out of the danger zone for now. Banks off the boards as Portside ices the puck here with 12:39 in the first. Each team 4 shots here early, so a goalkeeper's battle, but now if you're Tsunami, how do you, just try to shake off, the first goal you just allowed here in this contest?
It's a breakaway. Their goals are going to happen. Just forget about it. Be a fish out there.
Tie up on the face-off. It is won by Portside. Ferris with control of it for just a moment. Another icing here against the Royals. Tsunami on the season so far. Coming into today, a 2-3 record. 4.56 goals against average, an .833 save percentage, and 105 stops in the 25-26 campaign.
He had a notable game versus Spartans. 26 saves and a 3-goal against for a 3-2 win. Or a 5-3 win, sorry.
Luke LaForce just off the Portside win. Tipped off a laughing butt. A slapper there, deflected and scored! They could just ricochet off the skater up in front. And just like that, Fairport's got a 2-0 lead early. And if it goes for Garrett Martin, he'll actually check that Jack Goszewski. It's his 9th of the year.
It's a very skilled tip out in front. Very unfortunate if you're Tsunami right there. Really nothing you could do. Again.
You don't see tips like that in the high slot. So that's something that's very impressive there for Goszewski to read. And that one to go past Tsunami. And just like that, Fairport up 2-0 early here. 2 goals each in the span of 123. Now you saw as well at the same time Laffin trying to get Portside on the board. Same with Hayes, plays this one from the hash marks. Tried to kick things back out. It's back to Pence. Trying to go for the wraparound play. Another backdoor look intended for Laffin. Nobody home there. Down meanwhile goes Laffin again. Knocked up into the boards. Actually went to the Fairport bench instead, and we'll stop play here. So again, 2-0 Fairport early. Grant Ralston with his 7th of the season. And then you got Jack Goszewski with his 9th of the year. He had a 2-point performance against Greece. Meanwhile, a wicked slapper by Archibald. Just way wide left. Nearly tipped in that time by Alex Bignato. Rebound taken. Another centering feed. This time tried to get that one instead of David Blawitz. Just off the mark. Seeing some skaters here as well on the ice that we haven't seen as well get a lot of playing time like we saw earlier in the season. Kuma, I'm seeing Blawitz out there on the ice, also seeing Sean Richards. I don't know if this is a strategy call by head coach Zach Case or not.
I think it's definitely a strategy for Zach Case just to get the boys going. See some physical play by Blawitz there.
Looking to clear that one away. Kept inside. Good check made by Sean Richards. Able to get that one in the neutral zone. And an icing against Fairport. Yeah, that's some good play by some of the younger members here of Portside. They'll get this one in the Fairport zone. So a 2-0 start here for Fairport. Just what the doctor ordered for the Red Raiders. Now Portside trying to find a way to get on the board. They've been very good this season. As there's another shot very quickly by Lambert into stop play. They've been pretty good in the first period all season long, but they're down 2 when it comes to it. But when it comes to like playing at home at Wegmans Ice Arena, these first periods are
insane.
They get crazy. Wow, sliding. Good battle up front there. Down went Sam Schultz. And Fairport gets it away nearly at a 3-on-2 for just a moment. You saw as well Schufeld just bloop it inside for numbers to come up. Taken by Jake Renee at the point. Tries to let one go. Nearly another tip in there by Corey Renee, and Tsunami covers.
Fairport doing a great job of just switching up the play. Getting some deception on Tsunami.
Face off here won by the Red Raiders. Corey Renee tries to take that one. That shot just goes wide left. Jake Renee there for the rebound. Looking from an odd angle. Just misses the target. Lambert and Sline to get that cleared away. And now a skate race is on. Didn't have the momentum for the icing. Ralston there first with it. Now here comes a 2-on-1 for Fairport. Could have another chance, but poke checked away. Good play by Luke LaForce. Lambert off the skate of Schultz. Schultz trying to wrap around, feeds it the other direction here to Hunt. Hunt not really reading the route there that he expected. Chipped off the glass. And then back in the neutral zone, played there by Archibald, gets checked afterwards. A little bit of pushing as well during some line changes as Schufeld caught a couple of Royals off guard. Play resumes here. Gonna get this one away. Turned over here. Nice play by Joey Gillespie. Check that. Wyatt Pence gains a line. Coming in on goal. Slither right tries the shot. It's just wide right. Archibald with a rebound. A kick out here to Kyle LaForce. Yes!
And it's in.
Portside gets on the board.
It all started with Wyatt Pence just taking it by himself, going around the net. I ended up missing it, but sets up a great assist.
And that may have been tipped in as well up front too. We'll check and see what they say. But if it's for Kyle LaForce, that's his first goal of the year for the defender. Had an assist against Webster Thomas earlier on in the season. And so it's 2-1. Battle from the point with a shot from downtown by, I believe that was Gilbert, just wide left. Actually, check that by Martin. Taken away here, meanwhile, by Haynes. Gains the line. Good pass here once again to Laffin. Tried for the tic-tac-toe play for Kyle LaForce. Just missed. So they did get an assist as well on Zach Haynes, and I think I heard another one too, and I think that may have been Wyatt Pence as well.
It was Wyatt, yep.
8:44 to go here in the first frame. Faking the slapper there was Kyle LaForce. Pence tries for the tic-tac-toe play. One timer just off target for Haynes. Caromed here by Kyle LaForce once again. Ricochets it off the boards. Could lead to a one-on-one. That's cut off by Archibald. Offside warning for Portside meanwhile. Tipped off the ice for just a moment and an offside there against Fairport. High school hockey game of the week brought to you by our friends at Bob Johnson Auto Group. With cars from Chevy to Ford to Toyota, over 18 different auto manufacturers. Choose from thousands of vehicles in stock in 25 plus locations throughout the state. Check them out online at bobjohnsonautogroup.com to find a location near you. Good battle here. Portside's had the advantage of the face-offs, though. They lose that one to Fairport. Hillier. Thomas Payne feeling some pressure. Tipped off the stick of Luke LaForce. Lambert in also in a battle. One player lost their stick. It's a Fairport player. That being Will Collin gets it back up. Good battle here. And Schultz has a lane. Ooh, try for the tic-tac-toe play. Puts one down for Fairport. And no penalty called. Play resumes here. That shot taken all the way from the parking lot by Luke LaForce as he covers up. This is a hot start on both sides, to say the least.
Yep, this is a game now.
This is getting physical, too.
Two very physical teams. It'll be a fun one to watch.
Portside with the advantage on shots so far at 7-5. Take it away. Here's another 2-on-1 for Fairport. Chance to go up 2 again. Rebound scored. And the gap is back up 2 for the Red Raiders. I want to say that may have been Jake Renee that put that home. Off the odd man rush. We'll check here. Nope, that may have been Ralston once again. Take a look.
That's a perfect placed shot for a nice little tap in. I mean, that's what you try to teach, and it's very hard to execute, but Ralston executed it perfectly.
So 2 goals already for the sophomore. So they'll give this Ralston from Hillier, I'm hearing. And so it's 3-1. Already 4 goals, and we're not even 10 minutes into this one yet. Nearly was 5 there. You saw a little tape-to-tape pass to Hillier, who was trying to one-time a pass over. Portside just trying to get this away. Not been good defense so far for the Raiders, especially we could consider the more experienced players here have not had the start that they really wanted.
Just way too many odd man rushes if you're Portside's defense. It's tough if you're Tsunami. There's not a lot you could do.
Try to bank that one deep to Blawitz. Can he get that there first? No icing is ruled. It's off of him as well as Hillier. Red Raiders take this one away, and already, look at Ralston. 2 goals already. Gets his lane cut off, meanwhile, by Kyle LaForce. Ralston looking for a hat trick, and not even we're just past the halfway mark here in the first frame. Here's a 2-on-1 this time for Portside. Bagnano coming in. He's got Petch right next with a shot, and a big save as well for Nelson. Big chance again for Portside to answer back. They can't convert on it. Here comes Goszewski from an odd angle. Batted down off the glove as well of Kyle LaForce. Blawitz forces the clear, and it could lead to icing here. Actually, that was Bagnano rather. And it didn't have the momentum. Morvek going tape to tape for Mitchell, and it's actually off of a Portside player. Played by Beeman. Now it's back to Pence. Really got checked there from behind by Garrett Martin. Good battle once again and intercepted once again by the Red Raiders. This time it's a 2-on-2 for Jake Renee. Lets one fly as he tried to go far post. The rebound there by the Red Raiders. Getting some second chances here, and good play there on the body as Pence took the check. Laughing on it, and the same as well. Beeman gonna play some good defense on his end. Nearly went off the skate of Beeman and in, and taken away by the Royals. Here comes Haynes in transition. All alone, slithers past one. Almost went for the shot there for a moment. Sends this back out here to Beeman once again. Straightens that one for Haynes down the wall. Haynes gets the puck free. Tries to slither his way around one, unable to do so, and a turnover. It's back to Jake Renee once again. Was cleared. Portside forced to regroup. Lobbed in front of the, nope, lobbed behind the center line and icing here with 4:58 to go. So a great start here for Grant Ralston for Fairport. 2 goals already. Last time he had a 2-goal performance. Got to go back to Penfield earlier this season. Here's a look at that 2-on-1 where Bagnano had the shot and Nelson was able to cover up. Under 5 to play in the first period, a 3-1 lead for Fairport. Down goal on the ice, meanwhile, goes Trevor Hunt. Tried for a shot. Met his check, though, just at the circle. Schultz plays the body as well. Taken back by Ferris. Tries for the 2-liner pass. It's just in front of the center line. Schultz wanted, trying to get it away from Thomas Payne as well, not Liam O'Donnell. Popped up in the air. Lambert and feeds this to Luke LaForce. Try for a center feed. Battle up in front, though, as that was Hunt trying to get the opportunity to cut it back down to 1. Chips off the glass here. We saw Payne play it once again. Ferris dealing with some pressure as well. Lobbed up in the air. Another 50-50 battle for just a split second. Begnato, good pass here. Here comes Lambert, but he needs some help, though. Stucco meets his check up the corner. Begnato gets it free. He also gets tied up at the boards. A nice job for Fairport here to cut off their routes here right next to the glass. 3:48 to go. Blawitz with a touch as well for a moment. Nelson wanted an icing for just a second. He didn't get the call he wanted. Portside forced to regroup here once again. Cole Laffin puts it back in the Fairport zone to bring the numbers up here and see what they can do off the forecheck. Banks off here back to Archibald. What are you noticing here off this Fairport defense early here, Kumo?
They're just getting it deep, and it's just like that, and then they're going to work. It's how you want to play if you're Fairport's coach. You really can't play it ever better than what they're doing right now. That's why they're up by 2.
Ralston was chasing after another shot taken for a centering feed. Nobody home, though, at the doorstep. And Fairport forced to regroup with 3 minutes left. Couple of nice tape-to-tape passes here. That was Richards that had that tip from behind. Go ahead.
Portside just doing too much. Just get it in zone and go from there, you know.
Fairport's been a stronger team the first period this season, outscoring their opponents by +2. Nice slithering move here, meanwhile, by Garrett Martin. Loses the puck. Bartolik also tried to keep it inside, and it's cleared. Haynes in a one-on-one. He's got some daylight. Lets it fly as he tried to go over the mask. Tries to get his own rebound here and flips that one back out to Kyle LaForce. Wants the slapper on the backhander. Also had Laffin as well, trying to tip that one in. Archibald tips it off the boards again, looking for Laffin. Slapped up and cleared. Sinemi lets that one go for icing with 2:07 to go. Again, first period brought to you by Ralph Honda. They know car buying has changed. When you visit the showroom at ralphhonda.com, you can vary your trade, get instant credit approval, schedule service, even build and customize your next Honda. Whole new way of doing business. Come see it for yourself. Ralph Honda, West Ridge Road, and online at ralphhonda.com. Face-off again, won by Portside. If there's one thing they've had an advantage on today, it's been the face-offs, and that one put back down again. That was outside the blue line there. Could have been an offside. Meanwhile, as Luke LaForce gets it away from trouble. Luke was forced to put that one in. Nice defense played there by Martin to force the icing. So again, 3-1 at the moment for Fairport. Ralston with a pair of goals here in this contest. Also have Goszewski with a goal today as well. Tie up here on the face-off. Portside with the win. Luke LaForce. That one goes off of Hunt. You had Jake Renee there too. Get the clear. Yes, he can. Good pass here once again to Martin. But he's all alone for Fairport. Shot taken was blocked as well off the stick of Schultz. Free puck here and free by Hunt. Lamberton nearly turns it over off the forecheck of the Fairport Red Raiders. Approaching the final minute here of our opening frame. Good centering feed as they had Goszewski open at the doorstep, chasing after Sinemi. Kept inside, though, off the skate of Martin, then it completely crosses the blue line. Under 1 minute to go here. Martin getting tied up from Lamberton. Schultz just off the turnover. Able to gain the line. Set one up deep from downtown. Lamberton with the rebound. Line change as well at the same time. A couple of more skaters coming on the ice with some fresh lads. Archibald is one of them. Frees that one forward there. Looked off for Lambert and Schultz there. Feeds it on over again to Badgley. Centering feed. Lambert open. He scores! Oh! Lamberton with a little mustard on that. It's 3-2. Portside down 1.
Lambert now on 6-game point streak. Just a great shot there. Holy.
Just a backhander at the high slot. Watch this. Beautiful awareness. Oh my. Would love to have a radar gun to see what the speed of that one was. We'll have to have some next-gen stats off of that one. 3-2 though. And Lambert, and with the goal, scores his 5th of the season. He's been a really key playmaker for this team. And so that definitely could possibly affect the momentum of this one now. Fairport with a comfortable lead, but now with 11.6 to go, now down by a goal. Ralston meeting up here with Pence. Face-off won by Portside. Laffin trying to get this free. 10 seconds, some time to do some work here. Trying to get for Haynes. Was able to gain the line. Onside. Fairport with the touch. Laffin off the turnover. Trying to get to Pence. A battle for it. Nelson covers. We get a little pushing and shoving at the end of the first, and we're going at it. It's a Port war here to end the first period. They're trying to get Nelson away first so he doesn't get a penalty. And the officials are talking with Laffin, wanting a cross-checking call at the end of the first. He won't get what he needs, but we are through one regardless. It is 3-2 Fairport on Portside. Shots 11-6 Royals at the moment. Your thoughts on the first?
Another crazy first period at the Port. Like, I mean, if you're Portside, really happy about how the period ended, because you got a lot of momentum off that goal. But still, it wasn't, there's a lot you have to fix there. A lot of mistakes that you didn't see by Fairport. And, you know.
We'll step aside. Second period coming up in just a bit. It's the High School Hockey Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network.
Have changed, but one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, offers Bill Gray's Great Plates, topped any way you want them, for $10.99 every Tuesday and Sunday. Get a $10.99 Great Plate Tuesdays and Sundays. Gimme Bill Gray's!
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, also has Rochester's best Icelandic long-line cod haddock fish fry. Cooked to perfection. Delicious haddock fish fries and sandwiches served on a fresh-baked Apollo roll. Every day of the week, open till close. Get one today. Gimme Bill Gray's haddock fish fry.
Times have changed, but one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey. 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, offers Bill Gray's Great Plates, topped any way you want them, for $10.99 every Tuesday and Sunday. Get a $10.99 Great Plate Tuesdays and Sundays.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, also has Rochester's best Icelandic longline cod haddock fish fry. Cooked to perfection. Delicious haddock fish fries and sandwiches served on a fresh baked Apollo roll. Every day of the week, open till close. Get one today. Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's haddock fish fry.
Times have changed, but one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win. Deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey. 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, offers Bill Gray's Great Plates, topped any way you want them, for $10.99 every Tuesday and Sunday. Get a $10.99 Great Plate Tuesdays and Sundays.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, also has Rochester's best Icelandic longline cod haddock fish fry. Cooked to perfection. Delicious haddock fish fries and sandwiches served on a fresh baked Apollo roll. Every day of the week, open till close. Get one today. Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's haddock fish fry.
Times have changed, but one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win. Deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
Back here at Wegmans Ice Arena. It's the Rock Sports Network High School Hockey Game of the Week. Murray Scal alongside Danny Kumarowski, and I don't think it's a surprise knowing what we've seen at Wegmans Ice Arena all season long. A wild first period. Portside down 1 to Fairport 3-2 after 1.
Yeah, definitely a wild one. Wild ending too. You got a penalty on Portside, so we'll see that very good Fairport power play on some wet ice. So it'll be definitely a test for Portside. So
for those wondering, they called Cole Laughing for roughing in that brawl after the horn sounded for the first period. A recap though of the first period. Grant Ralston has been a key here for Fairport. He's got the first goal and the latest goal. It was 1-0 for him with 13:35 left in the period. Assist from Jake Renee and Corey Renee. It was then 2-0 about 1:23 later with Jack Goszewski from Lucas Andrietta. Portside got on the board 2-1 with a sweet shot from Kyle LaForce. Assists each coming from Wyatt Petts and Zachary Haynes. And then we saw Ralston on a 2-on-1 off the rebound. Assist coming as well from Colin Schufelt and Mark Hillier. And then 3-2 with 32 seconds left. A wicked backhander shot from Andrew Lambert in the high slot. Assist from Sam Schultz and also called Blake Bagley, 2 on an assist. So 3-2 after 1. Shots are 11-6. Portside on Fairport in a 3-2 game. But now Fairport's going to get those shots to go up as we get the power play to start up here in just a couple moments. Your keys to the second period.
So to start out, we got for Portside, I'd like to see them limit the mistakes. There's just way too many, and all of them are resulting in goals. So you got to help out your goalie. It's tough, but you got to do it. Don't be stupid. I mean, that last one, just skate away. It's the game. The obviously it's intermission. It's just skate away. You don't need that. And then for Fairport, get more shots. You're getting outshot, and you have more goals. So just keep the gas, keep the foot on the pedal.
So Fairport starts on a power play after Cole Laffin was called for roughing. Fairport's got the 4th best power play this season in Section 5 at 28%. As for Portside's penalty kill, 78% successful, 29 of 37. First power play of the game, I should say, here in this one after what was a mostly clean first period as a whole. Officials really did let them play throughout, even with some contacts that we saw throughout that opening frame. Hillier trying to bring this up, dumps it in. Hunt trying to force the clear. Kept in, though, by Hillier. A couple of quick touches. Hillier playing this one from the right point. Gives this back to Golshuski. Little razzle-dazzle back to Golshuski. Tries for the shot. Feeds a one-timer to Hellier. Battle out in front for the rebound and a kick save from Sinemi. Rebound for the Red Raiders once again. Jake Renee with a touch as well. Try to go tic-tac-toe for just a moment. It's back to Hillier, loses it. Puck is set free though. Good clear meanwhile by Pence. 1:10 left here in the Fairport power play after Laffin was called for roughing after the first period horn sounded. Calling Lambert and battling, trying to get this puck out and look for maybe a shorthanded opportunity. Not able to really do anything there. Ralston loses the puck for a moment. So able to regain it, set up a pass to Calling. But forced deep to have the momentum for icing, it does. Ferris watches that one. 41 seconds left here in the Fairport power play. Could be an interesting face-off here.
Yeah, and it looks like the power play 2 is out, so Portside doing a great job of killing this penalty.
See who they'll put in for Portside. I think it's going to be Schultz here. We got something else happening here. Not too sure what is going on. While we were at it, second period brought to you by Bill Gray's. Enjoy a great plate today and every Tuesday and Sunday at Bill Gray's. 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers on top of home fries and mac salad. Loaded with your choice of toppings, including Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce for only $10.99. Gimme, 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 Bill Gray's. So what do you think the discussion is about here? Is it about the clock possibly? Because I don't know if I saw anything off with the clock or anything like that. Or
I wasn't paying attention to the clock.
Oh, we got do we have another penalty here? Oh, you know what I think they're doing? They've got it on the wrong side, I think. Now, you know what? That doesn't make sense.
Huh.
Okay, but oh, yep, they now have it set. There was
okay. Yep.
There was originally a little bit of extra time on the power play. So 33 seconds left here in the Laffin power play. And the Fairport power play off the Laffin penalty. Likely one last rush here by the Red Raiders with the man advantage. To try and possibly get a goal. Dumped in, chased around the boards here. You had O'Donnell with the look. This is back to Martin. Looked for one, that's wide left. Corey Renee with the rebound. He's got points in the first 11 games of the season for the Red Raiders. Final seconds, Lambert off a poke check. Whipped up, cleared. Off of the paraphernalia, meanwhile, of Nelson. And we're back to full strength. So Fairport 0 for 1 to get things started here on the man advantage. And maybe a chance possibly coming, Lambert or Hunt. They're going after it. Oh, and Schultz runs into Hunt. A little bit of confusion there. Could lead to an opportunity. Meanwhile, coming in on goal. Oh, and bodies go flying. Kyle LaForce forces Martin go down. No harm, no foul. Play continues. Tipped off the twig, meanwhile, of Hunt. Trying to get this away from his own zone, and he does. Takes one up after he nutmegged Andrietta. Nelson with the save, and play stops. Long shifts all around for those players once we got back to full strength. And get Pence here in the circle.
Could be a big face-off for Portside here. You got your first line out with your first line D.
Pence to Haynes. Thought about the shot. Taking time on it. Lets one fly as he tried to go short side. Nelson with a good catch. We'll go once again here. Again, was really a good first period, you could say, all around. Portside was getting the shots here, but it was 50% on the accuracy and the shots on net for Fairport. Here's a slapper, meanwhile, that just goes wide for Luke LaForce. Haynes, good defense. It was off the back as well for a moment, and now a crowd gathers. Set up, back out. Low, good shot, meanwhile, from Laffin. Rebound, Pets trying to get there, and Nelson covers. We've got a battle today in the net. A pair of youngsters. We've got the sophomore Sinemi against the freshman Nelson. I tell you what, both goalies have got their work cut out for them.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Richards in the circle. Face-off won by Portside, but Ferris could not keep it in. Loose puck, Richards to gain the line. Down he goes with a nice check. Meanwhile, by a couple of Red Raiders is trying to get this puck back. Blawitz tries to get it free. Can Fairport get the clear? Yes, they can. And it leads to possibly another 2-on-1. Blawitz, meanwhile, with a beautiful check on defense. He may have, don't know if he lost the blade. Nope, he's good. Bagnato gets it off his twig, able to force the clear. Lobbed back in for numbers to come up once again for Fairport. Luke LaForest, man, that angled off the boards pretty good. Richards couldn't get it out of there. Fairport starting up the offense. No tripping call there, meanwhile. I've got a high stick here, meanwhile. But no touch. Ferris to Bagnato. Good look to Richards, but just barely was able to get it clear for a moment. To go off of Richards, it does, but they give it away for a line change. Right to the back check. It's off the shoulder, meanwhile, of Ferris. Luke LaForce gets that one off for Schultz. Lamberton to Schultz, just gained the line there. Schultz trying to toe drag his way and wrap around and look for the doorstep there for Hunt, but just off the far post. It was an offside warning. Schultz was forced to back up. Schultz to Lamberton. Lobbed up and cleared, and icing. Glad you could join us here on a cold night all over Western New York. So cold, folks, that a guy could rob you with a bucket of water. Schultz back in the circle here for Portside. Marty Sakala, Danny Kumarowski with you. Joel, our producer in mission control. A quick shot taken wide right. Off of another Portside face-off win. Hunt trying to get it back. Instead controlled by Martin. Archibald couldn't keep it in. Hunt cutting off the route. Meanwhile, however, they'll take it back by, I think that was Goszewski. That it was. Oh no, an old goal! LaForce tried to get it away from trouble and avoid the turnover. Instead, he just shoots it past Sinemi and in. Those are just those moments you hate to see. Let's take a look. They'll give this one, meanwhile, for Fairport to Carter Mitchell with his second of the season. Oh, yeah, that's just a tough moment, tough pill to swallow there, and that's like one of those shacked in a fool type moments, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. You don't want to go that way if you're the defenseman. You just feel bad for your goalie at that point. It's rough.
So fourth goal allowed by this defense and Sinemi. And so Carter Mitchell with his second goal of the season, previously scored against Greece. Laffin trying to shake this one off. Let Pence have it for a moment. Now Fairport with a 3-on-2 here for just a moment. Good look here for Mitchell again, looking for back-to-back goals. Took it away once again. You had Beeman there for a split second. Fairport looking for another chance. Wide open in front, scored. Goszewski with his second of the night. Back-to-back jacks in 58 seconds. And this is just getting out of hand. Fairport has turned it up a notch, and that's actually going to be correction. Garrett Martin, rather, with the goal.
Interesting coaching here, not pulling Sinemi. I mean, it's a turnover, and then right
Just
in,
a sweet pass on the far post.
Turnover, and then a great pass in the slot.
Goszewski as well, the apple on that one. And so a 5-2 game with the advantage for Fairport. Starting to get this one out of hand. Makes you wonder, did that own goal really cause a lot of momentum loss possibly? We'll just have to see. Try for the centering feed there. Ferris to Cedino. And for another player. Here's another 2-on-1. This is nearly starting to get ugly. Corey Renee was looking for a doorstep pass. Here comes David Blobs in the transition game. Avoids the one check. Still had it for a moment. Had Bignato next to him. Tried to flick that over with the cross pass. Lobbed up Luke LaForce. Gonna kick that one as well for a moment. Back to Richards. Tries to put it in. It was tipped off the Red Raider of Schreiner, so no icing. What can they do with Lambert? Impossibly. He was on the doorstep. Back out, Ferris popped up, stays alive in play. Schultz, a loose puck. Ferris to slide and keep that one in for now, and a reset. Ferris just stumps that one over the bar. Good checking meanwhile here by Jackson Gilbert. Kicked right back out. Luke LaForce fires a shot save from Nelson. Rebounded by Schultz. Makes it off the boards, back to Lamberton. Schultz again. Can Kyle LaForce keep it in? He cannot. After a ricochet as well off of Gilbert. Offside. With 9:04 to go in the middle frame. Fans, don't forget to follow the RockSportsNetwork.com on Facebook and YouTube, where you're able to watch today's game and all of our games of the season on demand 24/7 on your smart TV, desktop, or mobile device. RockSportsNetwork.com, Rochester's only digital sports channel. So it's now 5-2 Fairport. Off of goals, one was scored by Carter Mitchell. It was an own goal, and the other one scored by Garrett Martin. Gilbert taking this one away here for Portside. Lost control for a moment. Nearly a turnover there. Now Portside tried to force Bartolek with a touch too. Off the center as well once again. Skate race is on. Sanemi forced to cover it. There's some contact as well. Everybody going after Payne. Archibald forces him down, and now a crowd gathers. The Royal Rumble has broken out in Brockport, and Sanemi is down.
He might got caught high up on the... Not sure.
Officials taking notes, and we're definitely going to get some calls here.
Tempers are flaring. I think Mark Hillier, one of the...
This may be standing room only in the penalty box after this one. Archibald in the box. You also got Thomas Payne in the box. Captains coming together. It'll be 2 for Archibald at least. It could go for a major with the way that penalty was called, but I tell you what, give credit to the Royals at least for sticking up for Sanemi. I know.
Defend your goalie there.
Exactly.
I think that's a penalty for Fairport, honestly. After the whistle, there's no point in doing that. You're up 3 right now. There's no point in doing that. I don't like that. And I think that should be a penalty there.
So 2-minute minors. So they give Archibald the rough, and they gave Payne the slash there on Sanemi.
So they're going to play 5-on-5?
Yep, the penalty's offset will still be 5-on-5 here.
Yeah. Both
officials just explaining everything here to head coaches Zach Case and Chris Moretta for Portside and Fairport respectively. I tell you what though, that may fire up Portside. Down 3 goals, showing they've got some fight, stepping up for their goalie.
Definitely. Yep.
That may be something that they could swing to their momentum possibly. Very surprised, though, in my opinion, though, that not a lot more penalties were called after that. As everyone was together in that.
1 each. It's a little... I think there was too many to... I don't know, honestly.
Good pass from Laffin. Sets it up with a shot. Nearly there for the rebound. Meanwhile, was Pence. Pence to reset to gain the line once again. Lost it though, taken away by the Red Raiders. Good poke check there by Luke LaForce. And Fairport forced to regroup as we approach the 8-minute mark here in this second period. Angled off of the stick of Mitchell to avoid the icing. And Ferris goes after it for Luke LaForce. Tipped off of Pence and intercepted away. Mitchell from the point. Tried to go around the war with a centering feed. Low slot shot, scored! Touchdown, Red Raiders, 6-2. And that is 3 unanswered goals that Fairport has put up. And a great shot as well from Mark Hillier on defense.
They're managing to find the open guy right in front. Portside's not doing anything about it. They're not clearing the front of the net. And if you're Case, you gotta think about pulling them. You know, it's 10 shots, 6 goals. Like, he's getting shelled out there. There's not a lot he's gonna do. There's not a lot he can do right now.
Portside's gonna take a timeout here. I will take one too here with 7:43 in the second, just off of Hillier's goal. Stay with us. It's the high school hockey game of the week on Rock Sports Network.
But one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey, 2184 West.
7:43 here in the second. Portside just taking a timeout after they've allowed 3 unanswered goals here in this second period. It's crazy to think this as well, Kumo, because the second period's been Portside's best period all season, outscoring opponents 16-12.
Yeah, it's definitely a questionable period if you're Portside.
Pence tried for the centering feed there. Looked as well. The pass intended for Haynes. Could be a look here. Just wide. A couple of players were down as well out back. Corey Renee going for Ralston. For Renee once again, taken away by Pence. Good look here to Haynes. Gaining the line as Lambert coming in as well at the same time. Tries to fire that shot and a great save from Nelson. This is crazy to think as well here, Kumo. 9 shots for Fairport in this contest too. Only 3 in this second period, and they've got all of them. Basically, yeah. All the shots they put up have been goals. A 100% shot on goal accuracy.
Quality over quantity, honestly. I mean, see, like that's a shot, but it's not quality.
That was the 17th for Portside. Schultz gets it free, tries to wrap it around, lets one go, it's wide. Caromed once again, that was by Beeman. And Fairport sets up a rush here with 6.5 to play. O'Donnell nearly goes down on the ice. Whiffed slapper, turnover, 3-on-2 for Fairport. They've taken advantage of odd man rushes all day long. Will Colling, meanwhile, pumps the brakes. Lambert, meanwhile, looks to get this away, which he does. Dumps that one in. Some go for a line change. See as well, Gilbert trying to get it back, which he can't. Bank pass intended here once again for calling. Richards able to clear. Here comes David Blawitz coming in on goal, puts it up. Nelson with the save. And the man I believe they call Diesel, I believe, if I remember right, nearly with his first ever goal as a Royal. Meanwhile, Archibald and Payne each off the ice after serving their 2-minute minors. It's still though a 4-goal lead for Fairport with 5:44 left in the second. Again, these goals here so far scored by Carter Mitchell off an own goal, Garrett Martin, and Mark Hillier. Everybody is eating basically for the Red Raiders tonight. Here's Bignato. Gets this back out. Luke LaForce. This looked like they were going for Luke once again. Couple of screens there. You had Bignato trying to come in too at the same time. Tipped away. Schreiner looking to clear here. Blawitz had Richards trying to chase after it. Chipped off the glass again. Saw Ferris fire a shot all the way from the parking lot. 5 minutes to go here in the second. And Ferris as well. Taken away as well by Cedino, and one up front, shot taken wide left. Rebound, a lot of screens coming in, a bunch of stick tie-ups too. LaForce gets this one free. He's got one to help out possibly. Onside here. You had Bagley as well right next to him too. Hunt with a slapper from the point. Bagley flicks that one again to Cedino, fires the shot there, and another save from Nelson. How about a 19 saves from Nelson already with 4:24 left in the second?
Nelson hasn't given up any rebounds, it looks like, and that's why Portside hasn't been able to do nearly anything right now. Very good job by him.
Popped up, stays alive. And Bagley chasing after it. Rugby scrum. As Bagley goes down for a moment. Now Fairport trying to get this away. They've got another 3-on-2 once again. How about the moves? Another shot scored. This time it's Corey Renee, who's got at least 2 points in this one. The extra point is good with 3:58 to go in the second. You just had a wide open lane.
Yeah. Good pass, or good drop pass, I should say. And then just a shot on net. You got your 2 defensemen off to the right, not really tying anybody up.
It's Renee's 9th goal of the season. He has scored now in the last 4 contests. And so a 5-goal lead. Penn's able to clear this one away from trouble again. And it just kind of makes you wonder here too at the same time. He's going to have a Portside player get ready for the third period. We'll just have to see. Pence trying to come in, gets his route cut off as he meets his check. Pence reaching for the puck though once again. Finds a way to keep it, looking for an open man. Good battle out in front. Pence keeping it once more after laughing. Couldn't get a shot up there. Gives that one up to Haynes. Lets Pence have it. Tipped off of a Red Raider. Haynes winding it once again. Big slapper by LaForce. Nearly broke the stick too at the same time. Laughing going after it, reaching the high slot. Back there to Pence once again off of Haynes' pass, and it's cleared away. Baffin was trying to play it off the stick. As down goes a Fairport player. No contact off of Luke LaForce. And a delayed penalty here coming up against Fairport. Get a tripping call here, and Portside gets their first power play of the night. Interesting call to say the least there, because I don't know if I saw a Portside on Portside or Fairport on Portside. So it's Thomas Payne with his second penalty. for the trip with 2:40 left in the second period. And so Portside's power play this season, they've only had 6 power play goals on the year. Good shot taken there. Nelson with the save. 128 power play percentage, the 4th worst, though, in Section 5 for Portside. But Fairport, though, the 3rd worst kill of the year in Section 5 at 71% just about. So this could be key here for the Royals. We'll have to see. That's losing that one. And Lamberton back to Schultz. Gives this up to Haynes. Looking for options. Tipped to Luke LaForce. Back to Pence once again. Coming in. Schultz trying to tip that in. Lamberton won the rebound. Loose puck here once again. Haynes gets it away from trouble. Haynes lets one fly. Glove save again from Nelson. Rebound Lamberton, and we've got a stoppage here. We had the net dislodged by a couple inches. Again, second period brought to you by Bill Gray's. Enjoy our Bill Gray's great play every Tuesday and Sunday. Get 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers on top of home fries and mac salad, loaded with your choice of toppings, including Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce for $10.99. Gimme, 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 Bill Gray's. Luke LaForce. Pence goes down. Portside Mount Wayne won't want a cross check, won't get it, but Pence, looked for Haynes. It was wide open. Gives this back to Luke LaForce. Fires one down the power on it. Open space as well. Oh, right next to Schultz, but nobody home on the doorstep besides number 11. Pence looking here, trying to get a tip in from Lamberton. Schultz wanted this. It's off the glass. Puck stays alive here. Luke LaForce keeps it in. 40 seconds left of the power play. That was blocked. First clear for Fairport. How about this here? We've seen 14 shots in the second period for Portside and only 3 for Fairport. Here comes Pence. Let's go short side there possibly. Final minute of the second period is underway. LaForce tries for the stretch pass though. Schultz was offside there. Doesn't touch the puck. Final 5 seconds here of the pain penalty. Shot taken from all the way from the next planet. We're back to full strength. Lobbed up, and that could be a delay of game possibly.
Got one lucky fan out there.
Yeah. Indeed. 35.9 on the clock here in the second period. And again, a 4-goal second period for Fairport, shutting out the Royals here in this middle frame alone. Fairport looking for one more chance to make this a 6-goal lead possibly. Couple of screens there, going after it here. This is Andrietta. Centering fee, nobody at the doorstep though. Final 8 seconds. Nelson to let the defensive Schreiner have it. Cleared away, and that'll do it for the second period. A dominant second period. I should say a more qualitable second period, to say the least, for Fairport. 3 shots they put up in that period, and all of them go in.
Yeah, just an ugly period from Portside. I haven't seen a 5-goal comeback in high school ever, but today might be the day. But to be serious, you're down 5. You gotta get back for next game, if you're Portside. Just get back to your game. Try to do anything you can.
Well, there's a period left to go, so who knows what's going to happen. Stay with us. It's the High School Hockey Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network.
But one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey. 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, offers Bill Gray's Great Plates, topped any way you want them, for $10.99 every Tuesday and Sunday. Get a $10.99 Great Plate Tuesdays and Sundays.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
Bill Gray's, home of the world's greatest cheeseburger, also has Rochester's best Icelandic longline cod haddock fish fry. Cooked to perfection. Delicious haddock fish fries and sandwiches served on a fresh baked Apollo roll. Every day of the week, open till close. Get one today. Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's haddock fish fry.
Times have changed, but one thing's the same. At Ralph Honda, we're a family. For 3 generations and more than 90 years, we've helped you get where you need to be in a safe, reliable vehicle. Find your next Honda at Ralph Honda. Proud to be part of your family.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the
Back here at the Wegmans Ice Arena, where Fairport, a dominant second period to lead Portside as we get set for the third period. Marty Sakala alongside Danny Kumarowski. And Kumo, you really mentioned it late in the second or something like that, that it's really, no, it was going into the second, I believe it was. Quality beats out quantity sometimes, and that is what Fairport's doing. 9 shots at the moment. They've got 7 goals. Keep in mind, one was an own goal at the moment. So, but regardless, this shot accuracy has been absolutely beautiful tonight.
Yeah, shots from the slot, pinpoint accuracy, they're going to go in. And then, like, breakaways, too. I mean, it's always, I played this weekend. Breakaways, I had a lot. And it's hit or miss, you know, if you could stop them. Especially if you're a really good shooter on you. But yeah, it's tough if you're the goalie for any goalie for Portside right now. Just try to stay in there.
For those wondering, Kumo's talking about he plays Brockport club hockey here at the college. So good to see him continue on with his hockey career still. So star players right now in the second period. I saw 2 points in the second period from Carter Mitchell. Corey Renee has really stepped in a big way. He's got 2 points tonight. A 3-point night for Grant Ralston. He's actually only Fairport player with multiple goals at the moment, both of them coming in the first period. He just added on an apple with the latest goal with under 4 minutes left in the second period. So this has basically been a season high day for him, points-wise. To mention as well, the shots from the second period, 14-3. Portside on Fairport. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Goalie change, by the way, here for Portside, so we'll get a little extra time here for you. As it's the night for Nico Sinemi. Zachary Michelli will get some playing time here for Portside. Michelli, let's talk about him. A 2-4-2 record on the season. 3.06 goals against average, .892 save percentage, over 200 saves on the season. What does Michelli bring to the table here?
He's a very tall goalie. He'll keep the team in the game. He's coming off of a little bit of a weak game. 5 goals on 20 shots. I didn't watch it, so I can't really attest to the quality of the goals, but.
Here's Pence with the kick out to Ferris with a shot. Good save there from Nelson once again. There's a good rebound again from Laffin. Been really trying to get the second chances. Reaching there was Haynes. Couldn't stretch out to get that. Kept in by Luke LaForce. A couple of sticks collide together, so couldn't get the accuracy he needed. Good look there, odd angle though, just misses though for Pence. Swinging a miss, strike one there for Luke Laffin, and it leads to a 2-on-1. Here could be a look again for Garrett Martin. Trying to come in on goal, but just lost the puck. A rebound taken, Michelli with the cover up. Third period brought to you by Locker Room Sports. Outfitting beginners to pros, playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977, including former local NHL players Ryan Callahan, Brian Gianna, and their families. Stop in and see Graham the Gang for the special attention you deserve. They know the game, they know the fit. Locker Room Sports, Ridge Road West, and Greece. Another face-off win here for Portside. We saw Gilbert meet his check. Schultz able to gain the zone. Able to get the puck. A request as well by Gilbert. Couldn't get the feed pass to him. It's back to Gilbert though. Nobody at the doorstep. And Nelson got a stalemate with a dead puck. A couple of other games happening around Section 5. Don't have any final scores yet, but these games are over. Penfield, Brighton, Pony Falls, Lima, Churchville, Chili, Webster, Schrader, B&D United, and Livingston. Canandaigua, Victor should be wrapped up, and same with Pittsford and Greece. So this is your, as it typically has been the last couple of years, this is your nightcap game of the night. Good. Trying to reach here, meanwhile, was Thomas Payne. Set a pair of penalties in this one. Meets his check. Good battle behind Michelli's cage. The Royals take it away. Archibald nearly hooked there for a moment. Schultz, ooh, as Kyle LaForce just about meets his check. There's the clear there for Portside. Fairport regrouping here. Payne gets met up there thanks to Schultz. Archibald to the weak side it goes. Zone is gained. Here could be a look for calling once again. Waits and takes. Michelli save. And covering between the legs, and now conflicts brew once again. And we've seen some roughing calls in this one earlier on, and I don't see any shoving. If they officials let this one go, maybe one extra shove, and we could have been seeing some minors. Lambert and then Andriano just shaking that one off. They're like, we're just playing hockey. Face off there, won by Portside once again, but a Fairport turnover led to a shot, wide open space, and Michelli with a great cover up there.
Nice backdoor save there by Michelli. Glove save.
Michelli having to dive down the other way for that one. Fairport face-off win this time. Ralston sends it around. He's had an incredible game so far. 3-point contest, season high for him. Portside looking to clear. One thing I'm noticing here on the ice, Fairport looks like the faster team at the moment. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree. It also depends, like right there.
There was a good poke check, I should say, as well, by Corey Rene, who's got a goal in this contest too. Rene to gain the line here. Dekes around two. Rene trying to come in, gets tied up though. Nice back checking there by Brado. Hillier resetting. Blauwitz trying to get it. It's back to Hillier. From behind the back. Nearly gives that one away. And offside here. A schedule change, by the way, our next broadcast on Rock Sports Network. This game will now be on Saturday night. Churchville Chili on the road at Webster Thomas. 7:30 p.m. Don't want to miss out on that on RSN.
Oh.
Good check there, meanwhile, by Anthony Ferris to play the body. Looks like Ferris got one back for good measure here, too. Hunt puts it on in. A stick goes flying, meanwhile. That was Hunt's stick. Ferris another body check, meanwhile. Beckley looking for options. It's back to Ferris. Cedino from behind his own cage. Good tape-to-tape pass. Looking to break out here to Bagley. Going after it, but cut off by Jake Rene. Whiffs on the cross pass there, intended for Goszewski, or Goszewski rather. Nelson almost left the net wide open there for Hunt. Archibald able to keep it inside for now. Kept in, nice play from Hunt. Little wrister there, didn't have the power he needed on that. And that one crosses and another 2-on-1. Jake Rene looking as well for Garrett Martin. I don't know if Martin expected that pass as they're both chasing towards Michelli. It's back to Martin once again. Waiting, good look here at the high slot. Open space, but then Archibald takes it away. Good cross pass as Pence gains the line. Avoids that one check. Go for the feed pass, possibly takes it himself. Oh, that one off the post. Did it go? It did. Portside ends the scoreless draw from the second period, and they put it down 4.
Can't tell if that was Pence or Haynes with the tap in.
I think they give that one to Haynes possibly. Here's a look.
It was a very good individual effort by Pence, though, to get it there.
Oh, that looked like, I think Haynes may have just had a slight touch on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it is, but the scoreless drought ends for Portside. So they did give it to Zach Haynes out of the far post there. Pence trying to get it back. Laffin sends her back to the weak side. Portside trying to keep this one inside with Archibald. Karams off of the boards. Archibald forced to regroup. Nearly intercepted there again. Laffin. Here comes Pence to gain the line. Everyone on his same side though. Good pass though. Looked for Haynes at the same time. Turned it over to Thomas Payne. Payne tried to deke his way around a pair of Royals there. There's O'Donnell with it once again. Well, he poked from behind there by Laffin. He nearly hooked Payne as well at the same time. Goes off of both the LaForce and a Red Raider, excuse me. There's Colling. Goes back to O'Donnell. Lamberton ties him up. Tries to get it free to Gilbert possibly. It's back to Lamberton once again. Had that second goal of the night for Portside with that backhander in the high slot. Luke LaForce back to Lambert and centering feed in the high slot again. Schultz looking. Nelson covers, making his 24th save, if I were to guess, of the night so far. If not 23. 10:40 left here in the third. Next face-off here, won by Portside again. It's back to Gilbert. Looking for a chance here. Trying to go around the world, possibly. Want a stick call, won't get it. But a turnover here, good chance. Waiting was Rene trying to take. He takes a lick from behind. Officials let him play. Schufelt sent that one around the other way. Back to Jake Rene again. He's got Corey as well out in front. Little feed pass, trying to cut that one in off the skates, tries a shot. Misselli with the save. Lambert with a defensive board, gets that one free and ices the puck. Don't forget to follow Rock Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram, where you can find some great local and regional sports news and entertainment, including live streaming high school and college game broadcasts and more. Like us and follow us at Rock Sports Net across all forms of social media.
On the face-off dot, Portside has been very dominant tonight.
It's big key for them in that third period. Another shot, save Misselli. Rebound, Goszewski looking, if not Gilbert. Excuse me, Martin rather. That just goes off target. Another look goes wide right. Ferris trying to angle that one free. Saw Boyzuk trying to set that one up. A lot of power goes for icing with 9:30. So you look at how things go down the road here on this contest. Crazy thing for Portside, the season's almost over. Their season ends just about a week earlier before McQuaid does, before Fairport does. They'll have 2 extra games once the season ends for Portside. So, but Portside looking down the road here. Still a couple of good matchups coming up around the corner here. You know, for example, the games that you could possibly win, Greece, Brighton, 2 games that could help you out to try and end the season on top. You know, that they had that 4-4 tie, remember, recently against Greece back on the 9th, so that could be one where they could try and pick up 2 extra points from that.
A lot of winnable games coming up.
Boyzuk's shot is blocked, nearly leads to a breakaway chance. Goszewski with a goal in this one. Nice centering feed there, trying for the shot. And taken away by Bignotto. 3-on-1 for Portside, their best on-man rush of the day. Bignotto takes it himself in the butterfly. And a cover up from Nelson, who's had a great game so far today. Fairport looking to extend this winning streak to 3. They'll have Baldwinsville on the 24th, and then their schedule the rest of the way looks pretty good, actually, when you think of it. They're really their toughest matchups they'll have for the rest of the season will definitely be Pittsford, Webster Schrader, and McQuaid to close the year. You saw there as well, Kyle LaForce couldn't keep control of the puck. A lot of defense was being set up, and a turnover. Archibald. Jason after a nice move around one, tries to go short side. A little fancy footwork there for Archibald. Play resumes as Pence keeps it the other way. Kick out here to Kyle LaForce. Puts one up, way off target. It's back to Pence once again. Haynes. Gonna get around one. Oh, nearly gets tripped up there. Back to Kyle LaForce and almost intercepted. Kept in by Haynes to avoid a breakaway. Back to Pence once again. Meets his check. Nice play by Andrietta. Pence center and feed to Haynes once again, but he got tied up there. Haynes finds a way to get it back. Puts one up. It's blocked off the leg of Moravec. Pence with some space. Gets tripped up. But the officials, yep, they'll call the trip here. Haynes, there's the touch. No, they won't call it a touch. Now there's the touch. So the tripping call there. Definitely a penalty you'll take if you're Fairport to prevent the opportunity from that shot from happening. But Portside now goes up a man here with 7:24.
Portside, their offense has definitely been cooking this period. And
who's going to the box though? No one's in the box though yet for Fairport.
looks like 15.
Yeah, I think that's Thomas Payne. You want to know why he was doing that? It's his third penalty of the night. His second for a trip. He's racking up those penalty minutes. He's doesn't have the most penalty minutes amongst the team this season. It's Mark Hillier with 35 coming in, third most in the section. So another power play here for Portside. 0 for 9, 0 for 1 on the night so far. Here's Pence. Takes the shot, goes for the pass instead to Schultz. Schultz has Lambert behind him, but Schultz takes the shot instead. Remains with control. Kicks it back out. Luke LaForce crosses it to Haynes. Back to Luke LaForce. Fairport trying to turn it over with a shorthanded opportunity. There's the first clear. And again, it's Thomas Payne for tripping. With 7:24 left in the period at the time. Ooh, Luke LaForce just about avoiding that check. A Fairport player was down on the ice. Could have led to a 5-on-3 for a moment. Here's Haynes to gain it. Lane just about set to close up here. Let's Lambert have it. Centering feed for Schultz as he tried to tip that one in. Down he goes on the ice. Back out Pence trying to control it. Tried for the far post pass instead. Another clear for the Red Raiders.
Mark Hillier, definitely the quarterback of both the power play and the penalty kill. It seems to be. He's cleared probably 3 or 4 in this penalty kill alone.
Here's Pence. Bringing up himself, thinking about maybe coast to coast, wrapping around. He's got Luke LaForce open. Give it to him there. Sets up Haynes. Does he take it? Razzle dazzle. Luke LaForce couldn't keep it in. And it leads to a one-on-one. Garrett Martin trying to go shorthanded. He's got help as well. Blocked as well off of Luke LaForce. Playing goalie in front of the goalie. 15 seconds left here on the Portside power play. Haynes trying to deke his way inside. Centering feed. Lambert with a shot. Nelson with a great save. 5 seconds left here in the penalty. We'll head back to full strength. We got an offside just as we went back, so that puts Portside 0 of 2 on the power play. Clock is still ticking. Now it stops. I think they may put a couple extra seconds on possibly. We'll see there. A couple of shots there for Portside on that power play, about 2 or 3.
Yeah, decent, not bad.
Blake Nelson, man, oh man,
yeah.
What a game he's had so far tonight.
He's feeling it tonight.
Yes, he is. He's been cooking between the pipes. With all the looks that Portside has had tonight. Shot taken, just tipped off of Maselli. 5 minutes to play here in this contest. Tipped up, gloved back down by Jake Renee. Centering feed wide open, good chances. You saw Corey Renee try to go short side. And that may have been Will Collin instead. Back to Ferris off the top of the glass, cleared away, and icing. couple more home games for Portside left in the season that we'll have for you. They've got Pittsford on the 27th, McQuaid on the 29th. Kumu and I will be back with you on February 3rd against Greece at 7:30 for the final home game of the season before we head into sectionals. They'll have one game left after the home game for Portside. They'll be on the road at Brighton at 7 o'clock on February 6th. Everyone trying to force that turnover. Actually check that being Richards instead. 3-on-2 for just a moment here for the Royals, as Joey Gillespie puts it in instead for the numbers to come up. You had Bagley there as well. Here's a 2-on-1 this time for Fairport. They've been very good with the odd-man rushes. Another look there, meanwhile, by Jack Finger, and a save for Misselli again. One for the point, Misselli another save. Archibald trying to clear this one away. Forces it off the boards and gets no icing here instead. They'll let this continue with Bartolek with a touchdown. He goes on the ice. Archibald with a centering feed, looked for Bagley once again. There's a block just in case as well for Fairport. 3.5 to go. Coming in for the hat trick possibly is Ralston. Loose puck, Ralston trying to get it back again. Archibald takes it away. Looking for Cedino once again. Could be a look again with a backhander look again for Ralston, and Misselli covers up. He's made all of his saves so far in this third period. See, it was 9 going in. Most shots that Fairport's had in a period in this game today with 8, I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly. Nope. 6. 6 on the day. I should know. I was incredible with math in high school. I'm a numbers guy, so. But things change. Things change a decade later.
Oh, yeah.
So Fairport, again, we talked about it coming on in at the top of the show. Both teams have definitely improved from the start of the season. This win for Fairport will put them above 500, 6-5-1 on the season. The Portside loss will drop them to 4-9-2. We'd have to double check as well. I know we're just about a month away. The sectional standings, though, at the same time, remember they do the seeding a little bit differently. Portside in Class A, currently 8th of 11, so they would be on the road for their first matchup. Fairport definitely with a great opportunity to host a first-round matchup or their quarterfinal matchup.
They have a lot of winnable games that they could take advantage of, and then have a home sectional game would be great for them.
4th in the Class A sectional index out the moment. How about this? Pittsford number 1, Hilton number 2. And who saw this coming? Wayne Finger Lakes, it's number 3. They've had an incredible season so far.
No kidding.
Blowitz trying to get this one free. Same with Bignotto. Luke LaForce helping now to get it away from the own zone. LaForce deals with his check. Poked back out to Bignotto once again. Had someone chased after from behind. Back to Luke LaForce. Here comes Bignotto once again. Ferris wants it. Bignotto puts him up himself, and Nelson covers.
The biggest thing there's just no traffic in front. Nelson's seeing everything. He's going to make the save, you know. And Portside just not doing a great job of it today.
You know, haven't talked a lot. Obviously, this is a Class A matchup as well, but you look at the other side of Section 5 hockey in Class B. Obviously, Webster Schrader continues to be dominant. Same with Aquinas and Victor. Give credit to Arundequoit. 4th in the Class B sectional seeding for right now. They've looked very impressive after a great ending to last year. In the Monroe County Division, they're actually 5th in the standings with 14 points. Obviously, it's going to be a Webster Schrader-Pittsford battle for who will win the division this year.
I don't know who I have, Webster, Pittsford. It'll be an interesting matchup.
Well, the two teams won't be facing off this year one bit, with them being in different classes. No,
they don't play once.
No,
holy,
no crossover game. I'm looking on the Webster Schrader side on their schedule online. Because I remember a couple years ago when Churchville-Chili was very dominant. At the end of the regular season, it was Victor and Churchville-Chili for basically the Monroe County Division. And Churchville-Chili got at the end, I think it was like a 2-goal win or something like that. 1:35 to go. Portside trying for a shot. Nelson set that one free. 25 saves for him in the contest. You definitely thought it was going to be a closer game than expected. But then we got into the second period, and Fairport just turned it up a boatload of notches.
The floodgates open for Fairport. Knew it was going to be a high-scoring game, though, but thought it was going to be a little bit closer.
Poked away to prevent any opportunity from calling again. Final minute underway here in the third. Don't forget, we'll have the player of the game interview will be up on our Facebook page at Rock Sports Net later on tonight. Our Bill Gray's player of the game in particular. Reminder, final period brought to you by Locker Room Sports with all the newest equipment from major hockey brands like Bauer, CCM, Von Grit, Tekla, and more. A lot of configurations with gear in all price ranges from beginners to pros. Stop in to see Graham and the gang for team orders on apparel and equipment. Locker Room Sports, they know the game, they know the fit. Ridge Road West in Grace. Turnover. Hunt lets one go and trying for the rebound there at the same time with Spencer Rayom looking for his first goal of the year. That one really took out a camera guy.
You didn't even see it coming.
He didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
He didn't even flinch. Had the camera lens through the peephole there.
Oh, he's taking a picture of the puck.
You'll probably see that on Instagram later tonight. 33 seconds to go. A key win for Fairport. Jack Finger avoids a check. Sweet move from him. Goes back to Corey Renee. Could be a chance here. The slot scored. Lucas Andrietta puts it on in, and I don't know if they're going to roll differently. They're trying to confirm with the ref that it is Andrietta. But with 15 seconds left, Fairport with their only goal of the third period to basically put an exclamation point on how this game has gone.
I think I've seen that low to high play about 5 times today.
Andrietta's second point of the contest had an assist in the first period. But for Fairport, it's their biggest win of the season. 8-3 victory, the most goals they put up in a game this year. A 5-goal win over Portside. And Fairport improves to 6-5-1. Portside drops to 4-9-2. For Fairport, they'll be on the road at Baldwinsville Saturday at 2:15. As for Portside, they'll be on the road at Penfield on the 23rd, this Friday, at 6 o'clock. Kumo, final thoughts on this one?
Great game by Fairport. Portside just didn't show up to play, which it happens, you know. But just flush it out of your system if you're Portside, and then go to Penfield. I don't think they're the strongest team, so it'll be a good bounce back game, or at least it should be, you know. But yeah.
So stay tuned for our player of the game interview. Couple of options up there without question. So, but with that will do it for us. Shout out to Joel in Mission Control. He is Kumo. I'm Marty. Fairport wins 8-3 on Portside. Thanks for joining us. So long.